Hello and welcome to the YouTube companion for AstroChiron.com. Or hopefully it's welcome back if you've watched any of the videos in the Ascendant series. If you're here to see if I'm as accurate about your sun sign as I was your rising sign, welcome. Here's hoping. This video is centered around the second sign of the zodiac, Taurus. With your ego based on your financial status, you can be quite materialistic, for good or for bad. The things you create are physical in nature, making you a builder of sorts, whether it be physical building, like construction or crafts, or metaphorical building, like saving money or building reputation. First, we'll start with Taurus's expression through masculine features. These natives have those stereotypical almond-shaped eyes that I discussed in, I believe, the Libra rising video. These sit under taller, square foreheads, which draws attention to their narrower faces. Despite their narrowness, their faces fill up their head shape. This may indicate more narrow heads, but mostly it just means that the proportions of their face do well to match the proportions of their head. Perhaps this adds to their overall attractive appearance. Taurus is ruled by Venus after all, so this beauty and attention to the physical comes out in these natives' appearance. Finally, these men have pouty or noticeably soft lips. Taurus rules the mouth in medical astrology and as such is tied to things like eating, singing, and even kissing. These lips are certainly made for all three. As for the women, they are also attractive overall. Venus would give them a bit more of her attractiveness than she would the men, and that certainly shows in all these women. They all have small noses, especially in comparison to their larger eyes and wider faces. This opposes their intense eyes, which may be intense in size or just very saturated in their color, and these sit under low-set eyebrows. They have rounded foreheads, which brings attention to their pointier chins. These noticeable chins stick out of a stronger jawline, giving their heads something of a light bulb shape. These chins sit under small mouths with well-shaped lips. Well, that's barring Rico, but she has a third house stellium, so a larger mouth size is required. This video is brought to you by me. I am the astrologer behind AstroChiron.com, the one-stop shop for all astrological readings, articles, horoscopes, and art. I have a free ask feature that you can use for quick questions that I will respond to via blog post. Readings range from $25 to $200, whether you want 3 questions answered in detail, all the way to a thorough hour-long or more reading for me personally via phone or video chat, discussing your entire natal chart, the aspects within it, and each planet's placement. The first 20 subscribers to this channel will gain access to all 20 plus written and live readings at a 40% off discount. Again, that's AstroChiron.com, AstroChiron.com. Don't forget the hyphen, and join our community today. Unlike the Ascendant, which rules our response to our lives and the role we've been cast in, the Sun represents the identities we take on or the roles that we cast ourselves in. With your Sun in Taurus, you have a more serious vibe, maybe even bordering on soulful. You are comforting by default and may bring a sobering energy to wilder situations. Taurus Suns are full of controversy, which mostly connects to their morals. They fight for what they believe in, even if what they believe in most is fighting. With that segue, Chris is an accused, indicted, and frequent participant in the assault of multiple people. This isn't even alleged, as he'll tell you this out of his own mouth. He only made it here on this list of mine because the Black community as a whole cannot seem to let him go. So here he is, but believe me, I'm gonna talk about it. Lizzo's treatment of some of the dancers she employed only recently left the spotlight. She even had to leave the spotlight herself for a while to let the allegations die down. I'm not sure if it's still in litigation, but if it's still going or resolved, I'll put the article here. Finally, Sabrina Carpenter's tendency to embrace her sexuality is frequently in the news because society can't accept a woman who has sexual agency. These natives use their beauty, which I previously discussed as a big seller of their product, sex sales and beauty buys. Anyway, to use Lizzo as the first example again, her relationship with her weight and then her subsequent weight loss were proponents of her fame. When she was heavier, her ability to sing, dance, and even play the flute all at once were noted on since she was of a bigger size. Now, and this is definitely part of her rebrand, her weight loss is probably sadly the most reported thing about her career at present. Jonathan Bailey and Kalani's appearances have an outmatched effect on their respective arts. Being attractive obviously benefits your career as an artist, but most of Jonathan's fervor comes from fans of his appearance despite how good of an actor actor he is. I don't listen to Kalani's music, but a lot of what I see about her is also based on her appearance, love life, and other relationships. Finally, Rico Nasty and Sabrina Carpenter put on very different but ultimately similarly exaggerated aesthetics to prove points about their respective appearances. As a final point, these natives are sexually vocal, active, and free. Jonathan's sexuality is a common topic in his publicity, and he frequently makes innuendos and leans on his attractive appearance, as aforementioned. Sabrina mixes old Hollywood glamour, slapstick comedy, and her ostentatiously blatant sexuality to entertain others at her concerts and her music videos. And to end the video on the fighty but flighty Chris Brown, many of his songs are very explicitly sexual, and a lot of y'all love it. Taurus Sun natives present themselves to the world by oozing self-confidence and defending what they believe in at all costs. Taurus Sun is that friend who does everything slow. They talk slow, they eat slow, they even think a little slower. Slow and steady wins the race though, young hair. I'd like to thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope you enjoyed the standalone videos, but never fear, this series is just beginning. Make sure to like and comment what you'd like to see from me or this channel. We're still super small, so your opinion has a huge effect on what I post. Thank you guys and much love.